All right, we're recording. So hello and welcome, guys. It's really a pleasure to be here and to be sharing my experience and my journey with Team Beachbody as a fitness professional. And so the purpose for doing this specific group was really to bring together people who may already be affiliated with the fitness industry in some capacity, be it, there's so many different roles you can play in the world of fitness, from being a gym owner, a health club owner, a personal trainer, a group fitness instructor, a wellness coach, a nutritionist. So many different capacities that we fill here in the fitness industry. And when it came to Team Beachbody, just to give you a little bit of my background and my journey in this, it started about 6 years ago when I was initially approached about Beachbody. And I'm a health club owner. I've been in the gym business since I was in high school when my mother opened up her first gym in 1986. And so I've kind of been involved with the growth of our industry and how it's evolved here, primarily here in the US. And I've seen the trends and what's going on and the challenges that we face. And so about 6 years ago, after being involved in a number of different ways in the business, I was approached about Beachbody, and I was really skeptical. I was kind of like, well, what is this Team Beachbody thing and this coaching? And at the time, I was involved with the company Les Mills International as a trainer and a presenter. Just show of hands, is anybody familiar with Les Mills? You are, okay. Is there anybody here that's a Les Mills instructor? Wow, awesome, Kristen, great. So my journey with Les Mills started in 2006. I became a national trainer and presenter here in the US, and I was actually featured on Body Pump 70 in the DVD. And so really that was like a big part of my life for quite a while. And I was approached about Team Beachbody because for a while, Les Mills teamed up with Beachbody to bring Pump and Combat to the product line. And so that was kind of fascinating to me. I felt, wow, here's a way that I could share my passion for Pump and Combat with people who can't get to the gym and do my class. Here was a way that I could actually get them to do the program, even if it was at home. They could experience the workout, and I knew what it did for me on a personal level and how much I loved it. And that's what my motivation was to sign up as a Beachbody coach 6 years ago. Shortly after signing up, I quickly got into the Shakeology, and here in our gym, we've really been good at keeping our nutrition offering very clean, very healthy, really looking for the best of in every category when it comes to wholesome nutrition and supplementation. And so when I was introduced to Shakeology, I took a look at it and I was like, wow, I've never seen a meal replacement that has so much in it when it came to the nutrition. And I put it into the hands of people that I knew to be versed in the world of nutrition, people that really had a great background in nutrition, to look at it and tell me, look, is it really as good as they claim it to be? And unanimously, these people that I knew in nutrition came back and said, where's this from? This is an incredible product. And I said, well, it's the company Beachbody, and we're now going to start offering this in our gym. And so we actually built Shakeology into the infrastructure of our gym in a way that we have a big shake smoothie bar. And we actually make shakes on site in the gym. We have a Shakeology HD program. We sell bags on site in the gym. And I built Shakeology into the infrastructure of our nutrition offering with this health club that I own. I own a 73,000 square foot health club. It's massive, with a lot of members. And ironically, even with this health club that we have, my Beachbody coach business, my Team Beachbody business, 98% of it has been built outside the four walls of the gym, not involving my members here in the gym, but the people outside the gym that I've been able to reach and help through the challenge groups, through the fit clubs, and all the wonderful things that we can do as coaches. And it literally enabled me to build a secondary career, call it a separate company that I own, my Beachbody coach business. I've built that, and over the course of 3 years, I was able to build it up to become a six-figure annual income business. And when I started doing this, guys, I had no idea what I was doing. I just got so excited by the fact that we had this incredible nutrition product, and I had the ability to help people with fitness programs, what I call fitness pathways, that catered to all different demographics, and that I could coach them and I could hold them accountable through online support groups. And it became this online fitness business for me. And by simply doing that repeatedly over and over, my business just grew and grew and grew. Because the real model in this thing, when you do it right, is simply giving your passion to helping others and guiding them in a direction to say, I can help you. I can help you with a fitness and nutrition program plan where I'm going to be your coach and I'm going to hold you accountable day to day on the workouts you're supposed to be doing. Now, where you choose to do those workouts, that's up to you. Some people prefer to work out in a gym. Fantastic. You can stream these workouts on your phone. Much better to do that than walk into a gym aimlessly and get on an elliptical for a half hour. You know, this is the beauty of Beachbody fitness streaming, where you can literally prescribe to potential customers that you're working with, say, I can recommend a plan and a pathway that's going to work for you based on your goals, based on your fitness level, and I can give you a nutrition tool that's going to really help you see the results you want to see. But more than that, I'm going to be your coach. And by doing this and running these challenge groups over and over, what happens organically is people get results. The people get results, and they want to share that with others. People see it in them. They're like, wow, you've lost weight. You look great. What are you doing? Oh my gosh, I'm in this fitness support group. I have a coach. I'm doing these workouts at home, or I'm doing them in the gym. It doesn't matter. I'm following this fitness plan that's working for me, and I'm drinking this amazing shake. And they just rave about it in a way that they naturally attract other people to want to do it. And when that happens, you're in a position to turn to those people that you've helped to say, you know what? You should become a Beachbody coach. Like, you've gotten these great results, and you're attracting people to say to you, what are you doing? You should start running challenge groups just the same way I do, and you don't need a certification to do it. So effectively what you have is you have this way that you can take your passion for fitness and help people no matter where they're located through online fitness coaching. There's no certifications. There's unlimited financial potential, and it's just a matter of what you make of it. And so in terms of how you build, it really depends on you and your specific situation. So when you look at your current life in the world of fitness, are you somebody who's a personal trainer and you're only, working in the gym 10 hours a week? Are you somebody that's got your own, in-home fitness training or personal training business where you go home to home and work with people? Are you somebody that owns a gym? Are you just teaching classes? So depending on your given situation will determine what are some of the best avenues you can pursue as a Beachbody coach, because there's a multitude of ways you can build. You can do these online challenge groups. You can run live fit clubs in your communities. Fit clubs to me are just such an awesome way to create a free fitness gathering for people that maybe don't want to go to the gym, but they want support, they want camaraderie, and they need a plan. And so I'm just kind of giving you broad overview stuff, and my intent over the course of these weekly calls is to share with you exactly, specifically, some of the things that I've done over the past 6 years to continually build my business and have more people to work with. Not only customers, but new coaches. You bring on new coaches, what do you do with them? How do you teach them to do what I'm doing and what you're going to start doing? It's just a process of duplication. The beautiful part about the position you're in is it's not happening yet in the UK. And Greg and Christina and I were talking the other day, and I said, man, can you imagine if we had been approached with this opportunity, given as well as we're doing in this business, and we're doing very well, we're very grateful, but as well as we're doing, can you imagine if we had been approached 10 years ago when the network started in our country? That's what you guys are sitting on, and that is just amazing. And so before I go into some more things I want to share with you, what I'd love to do is just go around real quickly and ask each one of you, just take a minute or so to share what is your current background in fitness. how are you working in fitness, or are you just maybe a fitness enthusiast? You know, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be a professional in the fitness industry to be on this call, but ideally that's what this call is designed to do. So why don't we just jump around real quick, and I'll start. Krista, I'll start with you. If you just want to share quickly, like, you know, what are you currently doing?
So actually, hi guys, I'm American, and I was a former Beachbody coach, which I mentioned to Greg and Christine the other night, but recently changed teams. So I have a background actually in marketing and events. So I was in corporate world for quite a while and just wasn't finding fulfillment in what I was doing, and always had a big passion. I was a huge fitness enthusiast. That's when I was introduced to Beachbody. It was through a coworker. And she knew I was a fitness enthusiast. And so I started doing Beachbody programs, which really helped to encourage me that fitness, nutrition, helping other people, and this whole lifestyle was something that I wanted to do permanently. So I quit my job, is it like 3 years ago, 3 years ago, went back to school in London to get certified for my personal training diploma. The reason I got certified in London was because my boyfriend is from Scotland, which is who I'm living with. He's over there right now.
Oh, very cool. That's great.
So it's really just a full circle at this point. We're going to go into business together, really. So he's going to become a coach next week, which is amazing. I still have to wait a little while, but I'll be joining hands with him, and then we're just going to kind of go at it as a team together. We're living in Ireland right now. Just so that we can finally live together. And this being partners in a business together will essentially help create the opportunity where I'm able to work remotely from anywhere. In addition to, we can streamline networks from both sides of the pond, which is great. And it's just, it feels right. Like, this is the time. And when we heard that it was launching in the UK, it just created even more enthusiasm for the two of us. And while I'm here in Ireland, I'm teaching Body Pump, which I got certified in last year at some of the local gyms. There's only 2 in the city, unfortunately, that are insured to teach it. So I'm subbing, but it's better than nothing.
It's great. I love it. Congratulations. It's really exciting, the journey you're on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Awesome. Victoria.
Hi.
Hey.
So I started back in February, actually. My story is a bit funny because I have no background whatsoever with working out or anything. I never used to work out.
That's all right.
February, but because I had a baby, my 3rd child, in December of last year, and I added a lot of weight, and I just needed to shift the weight so badly. But I couldn't go to the gym because my husband goes to work all day, and there was nothing I could do. So I said, instead of me sitting at home doing nothing while I'm on maternity, let me just find a program that I can do from home. And I came across Insanity Max 30. So I went on it and started to follow the nutrition plan and shared my journey on Snapchat, because I'm always sharing different things on Snapchat. But that's when I actually realized that everybody, when I was losing weight, everybody was asking me, what are you doing? What is this are you doing? You know, you look different, you've lost weight. And I did lose over 2 stones in about 4 months or so, 4 months and a half. And that is when 2 months after that, I came across a message, Christine's message on Facebook, just like that, about Beachbody. Well, I had heard about Beachbody, but I didn't know it was a network marketing opportunity.
Right.
So I reached out to her, and then she said to me, but did you know that what you're doing, you can actually get paid for it? And I'm like, what? Can you repeat that?
Yeah.
And then, you know, we went on a call. I was in France. I was on holiday. And straight away, when I hanged up with her and Greg, actually, both of them were on a Zoom call with me, I made the decision that I was going to become a coach. I just knew that it was right. And I was doing the job already for a while, not knowing that you could get paid from it. And that's how I started. And actually, since February now, I am completely addicted to working out. And prior to that, it had never happened before. So I know that there's something in it.
Yeah, there is.
Looking into having a certificate to become a personal trainer, but that's for different reasons. So I just thought that this was actually perfect for me to be part of this book.
Absolutely. No, it's great. And congratulations. You're in the right place. You know what? I believe everything happens for a reason. So it's
exactly
good to be here. Great.
Thank you.
No, hey, I just have to add. So when Victoria and I met with, or Greg and I met with Victoria the first time, she was telling us how she'd been in other network marketing companies and none of them felt quite right. And so this one, she was so excited that it was around fitness, a new passion for her, and she could build a business. So she's just embracing this 100%. She's running a clean eating group. She's already focused 100% on this business, and she's running full force and wants to get her personal, training certificate. Like, she's ready to do this, and I love that passion.
Victoria has an insane work ethic.
Like, she's texting me like 3 in the morning.
who doesn't work out for a long time and decides to kick off their fitness journey, not only with Insanity, but with Insanity Max freaking 30.
Way to start. It's like, let's not start with a 21-day fix. Let's go right to Max 30.
The hardest program in our catalog.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. I love it. All right, so let's go. Next we have, I'm so embarrassed because Shani. God, I get it right.
But you can just call me Shan. I mean, Shani's not my nickname because my name's too short to shorten, so people just add an I to it. So
that's good. All right, I'll remember that.
So I'm in the spa and leisure industry. I have been for 16 years. I've worked internationally and managed 5-star spas and leisure clubs in London. Got a huge network of spa and leisure professionals. Wow. My background is in, as I say, 5-star hotel spas, and the problem is with hotel spas and gyms, the gyms are crap.
They're crowded?
They're crap.
Oh, crap. Okay.
Yeah, they're really bad. And
just in terms of overall, or just the
well, they're always in so many hotels, unless it's a purposely designed leisure hotel, they are an afterthought. Oh God, the guests are going to want to.
I know what you're saying. Absolutely.
So with my connection, like I said, I've managed small level hotel gyms. So I've got that experience of working with personal trainers. But I see a real opportunity for this to fit into not only the leisure clubs, but small hotel gyms and hotels as a business.
Big time.
And I've got that network. So
wow.
That's kind of, yeah.
Yeah, Shani, there's so much opportunity in where this can be taken in terms of, I mean, the digital streaming and the on-demand and enabling those businesses, those types of businesses to provide that kind of services for people to subscribe to, and then you've got a designated place where they can go and actually do their workouts. They have to be subscribers. Like, they can't just put it in and say, hey, come on in, you can stream Beachbody. They have to, and just to give you an example, get your wheels turning, here in our gym in Newburgh, we created a Beachbody on-demand zone, recognizing that some people, they love Beachbody fitness programs, but they just want a place that's not home.
Yeah. Not in your kitchen.
Everybody has the space at home to work out and have dumbbells and pull-up bars and things like that. So we created this zone and we put shelving around it. And it's a door that we give you a key to if you subscribe to On Demand. And so it's not hugely popular here in our gym simply because we've got so much other programming going on, like live-based classes and stuff like that. But for the facilities that you're connected to, I think it's just a home run waiting to happen because they don't have quality places and programs they can follow in those little crappy gyms.
You go into them, you've got a couple of leg curls, maybe a rack of dumbbells if you're lucky.
Correct.
And and you can't, no matter what they say, can you get a decent workout? No, not without something to follow.
That's correct.
But I mean, for myself personally, I mean, I started my fitness journey, my son's now 6, so about a year after he was born, and I'm just absolute addict. I mean, started with gym and then did some Insanity. Typically, I'm from the UK, we all do Insanity. And have just maintained that journey. So I've made a lot of connections with personal trainers, I say managed personal trainers. So
it's awesome.
And I'm an absolute addict to it.
Fantastic. And just on that note, guys, like with what we're talking about, the products the products themselves, like when I became a coach, I wasn't familiar with any of these fitness programs except for Pump and Combat, which are not even part of the lineup anymore because the companies went separate ways. But I was introduced to Insanity and P90X and 21 Day Fix and Max 30 and Body Beast, and the list just goes on. And the other one that's near and dear to my heart, Masters Hammer and Chisel. I was actually in the test group for that, and I just had these ridiculous results. But what I concluded through my experience with the programs, and this is having been in the fitness industry for a long time, like I eat, live, and breathe fitness. It's just in my blood. It's what I love. I own this big business, and I firmly stand by Beachbody fitness programs as being among the best, what I call pathways in the world for getting fit. Like if you really want to get fit, unless you're working with a personal trainer that really understands your goals, you just follow these plans and do what they ask you to do. And not only the working out, but the nutrition, and you're going to get ridiculously fit. It's just that simple. And so here we are bringing this to the world of people that they don't have a plan. You are Greg just put up my before and afters. It's not clear enough, man. You can't see the cuts.
I love how miserable you look in the day one. Look at those. Guys, this is, let me see if I can. I'm sorry, steal your thunder, but
can't see it.
It's insane.
Yeah, I was a little shell shocked. It was so crazy that, and my wife did it too. She had ridiculous results too. So when we got invited to that test group, I said to Tammy, I said, we're going to follow this thing exactly as it's laid out. We're going to follow that nutrition to the T because I want to see what my body does. And 60 days later, I was just like, God, are you kidding me? And yeah, there's my wife. My wife, 18 months after having a baby, she had 6-pack abs. It was like, what the heck? And so,
I'll take the before.
Yeah, after the picture was taken, you got to do a show. You got to do a show. And I actually did my first ever physique show 3 weeks after I had finished the Hammer and Chisel program. And the people that I was in the show with were asking me like, wow, what'd you do to train? I was like, Masters Hammer and Chisel. They were like, what the hell is that? They were just not familiar with the Beachbody programs. All right, making me blush. Yeah, so the point being, these fitness plans are as good as it gets. So you've got great quality that you can offer people.
Kills me.
You're killing me. All right, let's go, Elizabeth. Great. Hi, dude. But I did the performance line too. I mean, I was the recover. I did it exactly as it was laid out. And I never ate so much food and vegetables in my life. I was just eating exactly as that plan told me to eat. And the results showed. It was amazing. Elizabeth, go ahead.
Hi. So I'm Scottish. Tell me if you can't understand me.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm a fitness instructor, and also I'm just actually getting it off the ground a wellness coaching business as well. So I work mainly in the community, and I visit schools and health centres, etc., and small groups in the community. So, as well as a fitness instructing, but that's been on hold for almost 4 months now because I broke my leg. So I'm trying to get my strength back up and recover from that and get back into it. So it's all been a bit up in the air at the moment. But with Beachbody, I discovered it through Insanity as well, actually. And I actually started off in martial arts. That's how I got into fitness. And then I discovered I was struggling to get to the gym as a new mom and things going on. So I discovered the at-home working out at home programs with Billy Blanks. I don't know if you remember. And things like that. Which then Les Mills exploded and we got Body Combat.
Yeah.
I got into that hugely, and at that point I really got addicted to fitness. I think that's when my real interest, and then I discovered Beachbody. Somebody said, "Here, try Insanity."
That's great.
Yeah, that was. I never looked back. I mean, it was brilliant. So yeah, from that point, I've actually been looking forward to Beachbody actually launching in the UK, because I just love it. You know, I think it's brilliant, everything it stands for, and everyone I know and talk to, they just absolutely love it as well. So
it's so great. And I think the thing that it's awesome that we're providing, like, we're not selling. You know, you're in network marketing, and I was in 2 other network marketing companies in the past, but I never really had the passion for what I was selling then. You know, it was like, oh, okay, maybe I can make money doing this. Let me try it. This for me wasn't about the money when I got in it. It was about, wow, I can really give coaching services to people now when they're not even in the gym. Like, this is brilliant. And so why wouldn't I do this? And so just by doing that, because it felt right and it fit and it was something that I was passionate about, health and fitness, the money came. That's the beauty of this. You're involved in something that you really do love. You're passionate about it. Mm-hmm. That's going to make all the difference in the world.
Yeah, definitely.
So real quick, you said you, as a fitness instructor, before you broke your leg, what classes? Were you teaching specific classes?
Yeah, I was teaching PIO.
Okay.
So Beachbody, and also I've choreographed my own, and I was doing that.
Okay. So you're doing that in a gym-based environment.
Yeah, and also in the community as well. So in some local halls and things as well. So.
Okay. So let me ask you this question, and this might be something that applies to others here. How many times you teach a class, or you're teaching a class, and after the class, people say or talk to you and say, you know, what else can I do when I'm not doing your class? Or, gee, I'm doing your class, and I love coming to your class, but I'm just not seeing the results that I want. Like, can you relate to that experience?
Yeah.
You know, this is where, like, because when that happens with me, it becomes, well, what else are you doing? And then they start to share. And I say, well, let's talk about your nutrition. How are you eating? Like, are you following an eating plan? Well, no, not really. Most people are a train wreck when it comes to their nutrition. They just don't know it. And so, you know, in the calls that we'll have that will follow this, like, the questions you can ask of people and the little exercises you can have them do to open their eyes to, oh my God, I'm not eating that, and I should be doing that, and I'm not doing that. You just help them identify all the holes in their fitness training and show them why they're not getting their results. And then you plug in the solutions for them as a coach. That's where it's so valuable as a fitness professional to have what I call a toolbox. Like, if you don't have Team Beachbody coaching and all these products and solutions at your fingertips, what do you have? You don't have anything for the most part. These are tools. That's your toolbox to plug in the holes where people have them. Mm-hmm. And help them complete their journey in addition to the classes that they might do with you in the gym.
Yeah, that's why I actually got into wellness coaching, was for that specific reason. People were asking about the nutrition, and I was like, you know,
right.
So I actually went out and learned and actually took courses in it, you know, so that I could add that to it, because it was a big factor that I was coming across.
It's so great. You're going to bring a lot of value to people. Having that nutrition background and having some education in that, it's going to be fantastic.
And one thing I just want to add. So Elizabeth, it gets near and dear to my heart that I want her to be in this group and learn as much as she can to be successful, because she, and I'm sure others have had this, has some family who doesn't really believe in what she's doing, right, with network marketing. And you know, I'm so happy that she's here and she's got this personal passion. I want her to succeed, to show them that these two things, I can still help people and be in network marketing.
Absolutely. And the big head turner too is often being a product of the product, which I'm sure Greg and Christine, you've heard them talk about that, like being a product of the product where people see it in you. You look good, you feel good, you've lost weight, whatever it may be, that people recognize and go, man, what have you been doing? And it's because of, I'm following these programs. That's when people start to go, I need to learn more about what you're doing, because most people are lost. So keep up the great work.
Thanks.
All right. So Helen.
Hi.
Hey.
I don't know if you can see that.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Obviously, that's me.
Wow. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Basically, my story was I was a wagon driver for quite a few years, and obviously we live in greasy burger bars and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
I got to the point where it's like, I've had enough of this. I'm putting on weight. I had a couple of kids, and I was working away from home a lot, and I would like going to work on a Monday, coming home on a Friday night. I thought, I can't do this anymore. I can't be away from my little kids. Anyway, it would kill me to go to work every week. So I thought, well, what can I do with myself? So, not get you know that. So I've had a bike at home. So I don't know if you guys in America have seen it. You can get bike trailers. So you put your kids in this little trailer.
Okay.
So I used to ride around my local village where I live with my kids in the trailer. So I used to drop one of my kids off at school. Then I used to take my little one around to nursery. And then me and my little girl used to ride around, not only 3 or 4 miles, me with this bike and this little trailer on the back of it. My little girl used to fall asleep in it. And then, because we're on low income wage, we've got this free placement for my 2-year-old. So she ended up going to nursery. So I used to drop her off at nursery. And I thought, well, I'm kid free now. What am I going to do? So I joined my local gym. Because I'd obviously been losing a little bit of weight, but I started putting weight on. And I got a bit, God, I'm doing all this exercise and I'm putting weight on. So I joined my local Slimming World group, and I dropped 4 stone in 5 months. That was like doing fitness and Slimming World together.
Okay.
So I thought, well, I'm doing quite well at this now. I'm quite into fitness. So I thought, well, why not combine the two? So become a Slimming World consultant. So I'm trying to help people lose weight and lose fat or whatever. So, because obviously I did quite well, but my group didn't do very well. But my real passion was fitness. I fell in love with all these Les Mills programs. I do body pump, body combat. I do spinning, I do boot camps, you name it. I did the lot. And I just fell in love with fitness. And I said, well, you're doing quite well here. You're preaching to us how well you are and how well you're doing. Why don't you become one? Like, yes, that's a real good idea. So I started investigating into things. So I've done my level 2 now, fitness instructor's course. I've nearly finished my level 3 personal trainer. I've done my studio cycling. The weekend just gone. Corps de Force, beach body.
Wow, that's awesome. Awesome.
Which I'm really, really passionate about.
I'll let you know I'm very, 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 very close friends with Jericho and Joel.
Well, unfortunately, I didn't meet them. It was a bloke called, his name's Kevin Wright. He's Scottish. And he's brilliant. Him and his wife both are big, avid Beachbody fans. And I think she teaches Pio, but he does more like Corps de Force. And it's an absolutely brilliant weekend. So I can't wait now till I can actually get into a gym and actually teach it. It was, I don't know what it was. I went down on Sunday thinking Les Mills combat, because I'm a big combat freak. I do combat 365 days a year if I got given the chance. So I went in expecting combat, and when I did it, it's like, this isn't combat, but it is combat. But it's got the strength conditioning in the middle of it. So you know, which I love. And then all of a sudden it's like, get on the floor and we'll do this. And we'll do that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You don't do this in combat.
Right. Yeah.
I've never, well, apart from when I first got into fitness, I've never sweated so much as what I did on Sunday in all my life.
I know. It's amazing.
And I'm still, like, shouldn't just practice it. I'm still sweating. It's like, this is not real. No, I don't sweat when I sit there and do my resistance training, my weights. So I don't sweat like this. I'm jumping around an hour and I'm dying.
Awesome.
So it's obviously good for you. So I've got a real big passion. I say I'm really, really passionate about Beachbody.
Yeah.
I've actually done hip hop abs. I don't know if you know that one.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with it. I didn't do that one, but I'm familiar with it. So I'm obviously very passionate, and my fitness is where my heart is. Don't get me wrong, I've got a lot of credit to give to Slimming World because I lost 4 stone with them in 5 months, which is really well. I was Woman of the Year and all sorts with them. So I mean, I do love Slimming World, but my heart and my passion is my fitness. It's great.
And Marky, come here.
Right.
I say I've got. No, come here. What? Say hello to Don. This bloke on here. This is my little boy, so.
What's his name? What's his name?
And whenever I do my combat stuff, he's there. Aren't you with me?
I have a sunflower.
No, it's good.
I like it. Well, you got a lot going, Helen. It's great. I mean, you've got so many angles that you're coming in with and such passion. Like for you, it's going to really be, okay, what is the way that I want to build my business? What's the best path for me to start building my business? And so that's the stuff we'll talk about in terms of
it's like at school, let's say, because obviously I've got 3 little kids. I say, this is me oldest one, this is me 8-year-old. And I'll say I've got 5. And everyone says they can just, when I talk to people, all they can feel is my passion for my fitness.
Yeah. So you need to be running challenge groups in a big way.
I need to live in America and come to your gym, because your gym looks absolutely awesome. If I live down the road, you won't keep me out of it.
Thank you.
We talked about moving ourselves to go to that gym.
But you want to go to that gym? Oh, it looks awesome, doesn't it?
Thanks. Yeah, I have Mom to thank for starting this 30 years ago. It's been a long journey. So thank you for sharing. It's great. I love your passion.
Thank you.
And then I'm so psyched to introduce this next person, because this next person is the person who called me out of the blue almost 6 years ago to say, Don Murphy, I got to talk to you about Team Beachbody. And here she is, Jill Cement. Jill, you tell the story. I mean,
hi, guys.
It's so crazy.
I really didn't you didn't need to introduce me. I'm just.
I have to now because you're here. Like, it's great to see you.
I'm support, but guys, just know that you have somebody that's speaking to you that has I just can't say enough about Don Murphy. I met him, God, it's been 10 years now, I think.
One of the Les Mills events,
when we first started with Les Mills, and he was just genuinely in love with fitness and health. And I was at his gym that first time and just realized what love and passion he had for others. So when I was introduced the opportunity from Greg and Christine, I knew immediately somebody that would benefit from this. Because as you guys know, we work a ton of hours and we don't always get compensated the way we would like to be compensated. And Don, yes, he owns a very successful gym, but there's also a lot of love, sweat, and hard work that goes into that. And it's not always the compensation that I know that he could have. So hence, that's why we connected with this opportunity. And his family's a love him.
Jill, thanks. I appreciate it. The feeling's mutual, and it's just so wild. It's so wild. And keep this in mind, guys, like, as you're going in this journey, and you start thinking, well, I don't know if I should call them. Like, I don't know. No, they probably won't like it. No, and you start self-talking yourself out of doing things, it can be the worst mistake of your life. Like Jill, she didn't know me that well. It was more of like an acquaintance. I'd see her at the Les Mills events and we'd say hi, and that was it. You know, I knew who she was, but I didn't really know her. But she said, I'm going to call him. And she called me at the gym one day, and she happened to catch me, and I said, yeah, I'm hearing about this thing, but I don't know anything about it, Beachbody coaching. She goes, look, I'd really love for you to take a good look at this, because I think it's something you'd really be passionate about. And there's a guy that I'd like to introduce you to. And she said, would you mind if I set up a call with my sponsor, whose name is Bob Lucido? You know, so Bob is Greg and Christine's upline. And I said, fine. And so we did a 3-way call. And 45 minutes into that call, I said, you know what? Yeah, sign me up for this and send me that Shakeology you're talking about, because it sounds really good.
To add to that story just real quickly, Jill called me and said, I have somebody who's very big in Les Mills and has a huge reach. Should you call him? And I said, because I was pretty new at the time, right? And I said, no, we need to use Bob for this one. So that's why Bob got on the phone with her. And that's teamwork, guys. That is how this team works. I was pretty new and wasn't ready to take on somebody that had a network that big and his reach. I deferred her to my sponsor, Bob, who got on the phone and then talked to him about it. And ironically, what's pretty funny, a month and a half before all this happened, I called his gym asking for people that were related, that were in charge of body pump classes at the gym, because I was signing up gyms. I did that here in my state of Connecticut. Once I called everybody in Connecticut, I started calling people in New York. I called his gym, and he was on vacation that time, and nobody ever called me back. He probably wouldn't have signed up, but because he knew Jill and knew her, he did. It's just kind of a funny story.
That's what it is, networking, right?
Yeah.
We're networking, and some people on this call have saw Renee Teller a couple of weeks ago, right? Mm-hmm. So Don brought in Renee.
I called Renee.
Right.
Renee, and I said, Renee, I got this Shakeology stuff. And she was like, no, I've seen it, heard it all. I'm not interested. I know everything that's out there. And I said, okay, well, I just need you to take a look at this because I want you to tell me if the quality is as good as they're saying it is. Can I send you this bag? Yes, send that to me. And she called me and went, where did you get this from? Renee Teller went on to become a 5-star Diamond Beachbody coach that I signed up. And it's just, these stories just happen over and over and over again. So put yourself out there and don't be afraid.
You guys are gonna...
Don't be afraid to put yourself out there and use your upline. And we're going to continue with the introductions, but I just got to say this too. Somebody who's already in the world of fitness, I feel it's almost borderline insane not to be doing this if you don't have another path to pursue above and beyond what you're currently doing. And the struggles that most fitness professionals face these days, personal trainers, you can only see so many people face-to-face in a day. And your income cap is here. Mm-hmm. It's limited, no matter how hard you work. Group fitness instructors, you can only teach so many classes a week. And if you teach too many classes, your body's going to
break down.
You're going to get hurt. And you can't make a living teaching classes. So here's this way to take teaching classes as something that you're passionate about, but not that you're trying to make a living at, and start do online fitness coaching with the tools of Beachbody. It's just these worlds work cooperatively with each other, and they don't do this with each other. I think that's where a lot of the fitness pros that I've spoken to here in the US, they just can't see the light. And then years will go by and they're still in the same spot they were. I'm like, man, you are just not seeing this bigger picture. There's a difference between being a trainer and a coach. A trainer is when we're going to train together. I'll be face-to-face with you. I'll take you through a workout. Or as an instructor, you'll be in my class. I will teach you in a class. As a coach, I don't need to be face-to-face with you. I can coach you in your journey, regardless of where you are, using solutions and products that I stand by as being the best. And so let me learn about you and your goals, and let me suggest what it is that I know is going to work for you, and let me hold you accountable. That's what you do as a coach. So just again, to share, more philosophies and ways that I share this when I'm talking to others who are already in the industry. So it's good to see you again, Jill. She's not here. Sean, go ahead, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Basically, I all started off in the sports industry from going through college, doing sports management and football studies. I then went on to university. I started off doing personal training side of things through that way. And then just broadening my connections around like the football clubs, rugby clubs around the area of the university. And then after university, I then decided to go into the personal training side of things, going through a company called The Training Room. Done my level 2, done my level 3. I'm working towards my level 4.
Nice.
So I'm passionate about Shakeology that's coming over into the UK. I think it's going to be a huge hit over here. Even though Beachbody is slowly progressing and being bigger over here, I feel that it's going to take off quite rapidly over here.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, welcome to the team, man. Are you currently working in a gym, training clients?
I am. So at the moment, I'm working 2 jobs at the moment. So I'm with Snap Fitness of an evening and working for an online grocery company early in the morning. So
Okay.
it's a very good day for me each week. So
let me ask you this. I was say, does it, can you relate to what I was talking about as a trainer, where it's like, man, you only have so many hours in a day. There's only so many people you can train. And when you train too many, it can be exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that
it can be. As I was saying to Greg and Shani earlier, like, you know, as much as I want to help so many people try to achieve those targets that they want to get to, I feel like to be more specific in helping clients, I think probably a maximum of 3 clients a week, so you can actually get to know the clients, find out their like bad habits, their secrets, or you know, just try to find what they're like and just be a good friend to them, be on hand 24/7, and if they wanted advice or coaching techniques or nutritional advice, that way they can you can just give you your mobile number or email or personal number or whatever, and so they can just get in contact with you that way.
So you really you go above and beyond with your clients. Like you're actually becoming a coach, and in a limited capacity, because you don't yet have the ability. You're about to have the ability to share solutions that they don't have to be training with you to still get incredible results, and you can still coach them through these online groups. That's the beauty of this, and you're able to put your net over more of the masses than just one-off people here and there. Yeah, I think you're going to love the value and the simplicity of how this works.
I mean, it's like I said earlier to Greg and Shani, it's like, I mean, Shakeology is going to be a huge hit over there, and I'm excited to join on. I can't wait to get started and just help the team.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the group.
Don, we just met Sean literally an hour ago.
Wow, holy cow.
He came in through Shani, and I was doing a 3-way call when you were texting me for this call. Like, this is how this group is working. Like, it's absolutely incredible.
So here's what's going to happen to you, Sean, and many others here. You're going to go to bed tonight and go, I can't sleep. My hands are like, holy crap.
I've been like that for the last 2 weeks. So knowing that it's going to launch next week, I don't think I'm going to sleep much at all.
Keep a pad and pen next to your bed, because I was doing that in the beginning. I was like, oh my God, I can do this. Oh my God, I can do this. I can invite this person. And it's so exciting. Just go with it and have fun.
Always.
All right, man. Cool.
Thank you.
Sue. Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
Well, I'm 50 and I've been into fitness since I was about 16.
Did you say you're 50?
Yeah.
Wow, you look fantastic. I'm going to be 50 in February, so I'm right behind you.
Good. It's a great age to be.
Awesome. Yeah, you're doing great.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been into fitness since I was about 16. I was teaching fitness from the age of 25, still do. I'm also a lecturer in exercise and fitness as well. So I train people to be fitness instructors.
Love it.
Level 2 and level 3, so personal trainers and you're just your normal gym instructor, circuit, spin, kids fitness, all of it really, older adult, anti-postnatal, do all that. I also work in about 5 leisure centres, but my history behind leisure is that I used to manage centres as well. Okay. So I kind of got coming on from all angles really. I do personal training, but not a lot. I work part-time at the college, which is not university, it's college, it's an extension school. I don't know what you call that over there.
Yeah, university, college, yep.
Yeah, it's college. I don't work at a university, it's below university. Yeah, that's what I wanted to get across. Yeah, so I'm really interested in this because, like you say, you can't teach all the time. There'll be a time when I can't keep jumping around teaching insanity and P90X and everything else. So I just wanted to come on board with this really and see where I can take this. Absolute passion for fitness. I
love it.
Just been doing it all my life, so
I love it.
Just want to get involved.
I think your background is so diversified and you're involved with so much. You're going to see so many angles that you're going to be able to utilize this. I really believe that. So that's awesome.
Yeah, the Shakeology part I really want to know about. That's the bit that's a bit of a myth to me. I don't know much about it. I've got a lot of pressure from my lecturers that I work with. When I mentioned it, literally almost beat me up regarding network marketing and meal replacements, and literally, you know, educated people not believing in it, talking about Juice Plus, talking about Herbalife, and putting it on the same shelf as that. And I want to prove them wrong.
Yeah, and you're bringing up a really good point. Like, you know what? It is the nature of network marketing to get pushed back because there's so many products out there. And the reality is there's actually a lot of good products. There's a lot of bad products, but there's also a lot of good products.
Yeah.
And so for me, when people say, well, I'm drinking that, I'm doing that, I'm just like, cool. If that's working for you, great. As long as you're doing something. But when they start getting into the value comparison and the product comparison with Shakeology, there's just an aspect of Shakeology that I always go back to versus everything else that I've seen on the market. You know, and I don't try to get into this Shakeology versus this conversation. But when it does come up, I say, look, when you look at the spectrum of nutrients that are in every serving of Shakeology, the 70 superfood nutrients that they source from around the planet, there's no other product that has that. It's just that dense with its nutrition in every serving. And from that, it does a world of good for your body on a health and wellness level. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, that's what I want to know more about. And I wanted to know whether is it sold as a meal replacement? Because
yes, I'll give you an example. It's a meal replacement shake. But you take somebody like me, like I've been drinking it for 5 years. I'm not trying to lose weight. You know, I'm in shape.
No.
I try to maintain lean muscle and lower body fat. I eat healthy, but I know that I can't get, and so I don't replace any of my meals with Shakeology. But Shakeology for me is one of my healthy snacks during the day. Are you guys hearing me? Because my connection's saying it's unstable. Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're still. You're not talking.
Shoot. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good.
You're good. Yeah.
We hear you. Oh, there you are.
Okay. Yeah, you guys all froze up. Like you guys went like this, and I was like, "Wow, what's wrong with them?" Then I realized.
Yeah, you just went.
I realized it was my computer freezing, not you guys. So
you know what I love about? Go ahead.
I was just going to say with the Shakeology discussion, it's one of my healthy snacks throughout the day. So I eat 3 main meals, then I have 2 healthy snacks. So I get 5 basically servings throughout the day. And Shakeology is one of them. And I know that I'm not getting that nutrition in all this other stuff I'm eating throughout the day. It's impossible. You can't get those nutrients through the food you consume on a daily basis. So that's where I've.
And would you? Sorry. And do you not take any other vitamins or minerals?
Nothing. For 5 years, I've taken nothing else. Your vitamin and mineral profile is all in the shake, with the 70 superfoods and all the benefits that they're providing. And you know, for a cost of, you know, on a retail level, you can say for a cost of £4 and 67 pence. Did I say that right? Did I say that right, Greg and Christine? Yeah.
40 pence.
Yeah.
Most people are spending 5 to 7 pounds on burgers. You know, it's like, just replace that one unhealthy thing that you do per day with this, and it'll make a world of difference in your life. It's that simple. And you don't have to, I never force it on people. It's take it or leave it. I'll give you a sample. You want to try it? I got a great recipe I can share with you.
Yeah.
You know what I love about it is, like, I love that this group is so much focused more than just like weight loss, right? We're also focused on the nutrition,
Health.
the value we're getting,
Health.
right? Mm-hmm. And so I get my blood tested every year to make sure I'm still in I'll call it the correct ranges for everything. And I love it. I just had my test on. I haven't even shared the results. My cholesterol has never been better. Like, I'm 47 years old and my cholesterol is better than when I was 23.
Yeah.
And every year since I became a coach 6 years ago, it gets better and better. My triglycerides are so low that if they try to do a finger prick to test it, it can't read it because it thinks something's wrong. You're supposed to be below 145, and I think I'm 45. It's crazy. Really my cholesterol ratio is 2.0. You're born with a 2.0. That's how good. My LDL's dropped 60 points. Like, it is on, and that's, so Shakeology clinically proven lower cholesterol. Like, those are the things that I talk about with people is, look, there's nothing in it to make you lose weight. There's no chemical.
Right.
Your body gets what it needs. This is what matters, right? Now you're not craving other foods because your body's satisfied.
Yeah.
And you're putting superfoods in it, phytonutrients. And like, so those are the things. And Sue, I tagged you in two things. One is a three-step process on how to share Shakeology. I'll bump it up on the group for everybody else as well.
Yeah.
Everybody shares it. Put it on our page so you guys have quick access to it, but you'll get it in your back office next week. And a video we talked about earlier, Renee Teller sharing her story about Shakeology and her background. You're gonna love her passion for this product.
Cool. Thank you.
The other one, and we'll actually dedicate one of these weeks to talk about nothing but Shakeology.
I love that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Shakeology is what we'll talk about. How to talk about it, how to share it. The other person that I respect highly in the Team Beachbody Network is a woman named Shay Stanford. Shay Stanford has built her entire Beachbody coach business on Shakeology alone. She doesn't even dabble in fitness programs. She's just Shakeology driven because of her profound background in nutrition and her ability to talk about it in a way that when you're done talking to her, you're buying it. And she's done some amazing calls that are recorded. You can hear the dialogue she uses and the questions that she asks that you could certainly duplicate and do the same thing with. She's fantastic. So we'll be sharing all this valuable information with you guys to just grow your knowledge and your ability to talk to people.
And one other thing I wanted to throw in here too, like what I love about the experience in this group, all the different backgrounds. So John's got the more fitness, professional gym background, and I have a corporate background. So I'm actually working on some corporate wellness initiatives, and I just can. And Sean and I talked about this, and Sue, you just mentioned it.
I'm sorry, I'm just jumping to another office because I don't have my power adapter and it's about to die. So go ahead, Christine.
Okay.
Oh no.
Elizabeth, you said coaching, and so I love that together we can really brainstorm ways to get into this industry in different ways. And I'm working on like a really big initiative, like with Beachbody headquarters right now, to make something happen.
We need a network.
So I'm excited to the leisure professional side of it. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Good. I'm still walking. So,
yeah. Let me go. Let's go with Sue. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Sue.
Stacy. Stacy, you're unmuted.
Hi.
Hey.
Can you hear me? Because my speaker's broken.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. So I started Beachbody back in April, I think. I've got 4 kids, and I was going to the gym every single day, and I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted. So I think I googled something, home workouts, because I also didn't have the time to keep going to the gym every day either. So yeah, I got into Beachbody through Google. I just googled home workout, come up with Beachbody, and that's how I started. And then I was doing Shift Shop when it came out. I started, and I really loved it. The results from Shift Shop, I think it's absolutely amazing. And that's when I decided that I wanted to do PT training as well. So I think through Beachbody, I found another profession that I want to get into, which is PT, because I thought doing PT training as well, promoting Shakeology through classes, and also Beachbody, because like Don said earlier, you go into 1 or 2 classes a week, you're not really going to see the results. So I think while I'm doing my classes, I can also, the times that you're not with me, you can also try this doing Beachbody at home. So that is how I've got into
brilliant. You're so on the right track and in the right thinking, the right mindset. Like it's making sense to you in a way that it should. Like you're doing the reverse. You found your passion through Beachbody. You're going, you know what? I want to take this to the next level and actually work with people in a gym environment, and I can use these tools to help my clients. It's great, Stacy. And
by the way, Stacy's transformation, you would not know she has 4 children. She looks amazing.
Awesome.
Like a fitness model.
Oh, that's awesome. So that's going to be, you know how inspiring that's going to be to moms? You know, moms are going to see your physique and go, how did you do this? You know, you're leading by example, and that's going to attract a lot of customers.
Yeah. That's the kind of market that I want to hit as well. Mums that, you know, don't always have the time to go to the gym or either can't afford it, because I think Beachbody is quite cheaper than the gyms around me. So yeah, that's another reason why as well.
Love it. Congratulations. Good job.
Thank you.
And then, don't kill me, bro. Lasanse. Hey, it's good to meet you.
Hey. Hi, Don.
Hey.
So a bit about my background. I've always been a bit of a energizer bunny. Always doing crazy things from a young age, really. But then I got into more the fitness side of things. Like any young man, I got into like pumping a lot of iron, watching a lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of.
Yeah.
Trying to get buff, really.
Yeah.
But I'm actually that dude who was always trying out different workout programs. I'm that dude. I'm that guy. But in conversation one day, a colleague at work name dropped Sean T. and said, go check out this guy. Just go check him out on YouTube. And at the time I think she had Insanity. And she said, oh, I'm doing this workout. I think it's too hard for me, but you're like strong. You look strong. You could do this. I'm like, oh yeah, go try it out. And that's how I caught the Beachbody bug, just like that. Yeah. And I'd seen like P90X, sorry, infomercials on TV.
Yeah.
A bit of a TV. Yeah, they'll always run them like late at night and stuff like that. And I was always intrigued at it, but it always just looked like really hard. I never thought I could do that. And the abs were just so defined and all that. I was like, I could never get to that fitness level.
Yeah, you can.
Then, then I started realizing that the journey to fitness is not, like any other thing. Obviously it's not gonna happen overnight. And of course you gotta be, you gotta marry the two, the working out and also a good nutrition base.
Yep.
And we eventually got to get T25. So my wife and I, we've been doing that in and out. I don't know how many cycles of it we've done, but we've never had, never followed any nutrition plan. So with the prospect of Beachbody coming to the UK, we just can't wait to try Shakeology.
Dude, I'm so psyched for you, man. Like, and not only the Shakeology, the eating plan.
As well, yes.
The eating plan.
So you get those little booklets that come with every workout program, every Beachbody workout program. We've never really, followed it to the T.
Right, and that I'm telling you, that's 70% of your results. 30% of working out, and that's what a lot of people kind of miss. So as a coach, as a Beachbody coach, when you can open people's eyes to that, Shakeology with the eating plans, that's when their bodies go through that radical shift from the exercise, and they just thank you for it because they just don't know better. They think if they just follow the workouts, they're going to get those mind-blowing results. Not the case if they're not eating right. So you're going to discover that. It's going to be great.
Oh, wow. Well, I can't wait. Wait. And the PT stuff, well, I'm currently on a course. This weekend will see me get to level 2 because I've got a written exam. I did my practical exam, aced my practical exam last weekend. So
congratulations.
I can't wait to get into the next level, really.
So you're kind of like Stacy. You're actually progressing into the trainer world. Is that the case?
Absolutely. But what intrigued me about a lot of personal trainers, especially the ones that are at my gym, because I'm doing the course through the gym I go to, and a lot of the guys there, I think they're very tunnel vision. They can't see that they place in a very unique place of actually influencing a whole bunch of people around them rather. So what I did find is when I got onto all the different Beachbody workouts we've done here, I've always been quite vocal about them. So I go to work and I talk about it and I can't shut up about it. I'm like, oh great, I did this workout today and blah blah blah. And eventually I got typecasted as Mr. Beachbody in my office. Anybody who wants to know about anything about Beachbody training, they'll come up and talk to me.
That's great.
And this is like we're in a position where I think we can be very influential and help a lot of people. What I've never had is probably the right training and stuff to tell people about that.
Sure.
But we've got the business opportunity part of it is what is driving us a lot as well, because my wife and I of course we have professional backgrounds, we work different jobs and stuff, but we're always trying to get to that financial freedom position.
Absolutely.
We've tried different things.
Sure.
And one of the disappointing things is we just thought, property is like what we need to be doing because that's what everybody's doing. So we got into that and had a very, very bad experience with that, and it left us despondent. So the weekend we'd done some very expensive training. Well, in our budget, quite expensive. We I came back, and that night I was so distraught I couldn't sleep. My brain was just spinning. I couldn't just sleep. I woke up and I realized that the only way I was going to get my family out of the pit where we are of debt and head towards financial freedom is if I focus on the things, I lead with the things that I'm good at. So for me, it's fitness, music, and just the passion to just help people. I'm crazy about that. I'm just crazy. I'm that guy who sees somebody who's looking a bit sad on the street, and I'll be like, dude, what's going on? Are you all right? Type of thing. So I want to transform that into something that actually can make a difference. But on our track, we see my family out of the financial pit that we're in, and better our lives, and obviously the people around us.
Oh man, I'm so psyched for you. And then just follow the steps. Follow the steps and the game plan that's laid out for you, and be consistent at it, and you'll see things happen. So keep that drive, Lassans. That's fantastic.
We're so grateful to like Greg and Christine as well, and they've just sort of kicked us into gear. We're doing things that we always like spoke about. Trying to better our lives, trying to be the best version of ourselves. Personal improvement type of studying and stuff like that. And they've ignited that. They've made us go back to that. Yeah, where we can see ourselves realizing our dream, realizing the thing that we pretty excited about this. Can't wait.
I love it.
Can't wait to guys next week and just get it on.
Awesome. It's great to have you here.
We're so excited. We're so excited to meet. His wife is Nadi, and they're like Greg and I. Like they want to do this together. They want to build together. They got a business mind, and they're passionate about the fitness. And it sounds like Krista, she's got a similar background. There's a lot of people who have that. Like we all want something more out of life, right? Like we want to be able to follow our passions, and there's nothing wrong with by financially being compensated for doing that.
Yeah, it's so great. Congrats and welcome.
Thank you.
You got it. And then one more intro from somebody else, another person here. I didn't know she was going to be here. She's really near and dear to my heart. She's part of my team, Jill's team, Greg's team. You know, we're one big giant organization when it comes down to it. But Shannon Price, I would consider to be, and I'm not just saying this, Shannon Price is the most helpful coach I've ever seen in the network. Like, she's just the type of person that when you throw a question up, regardless of whether or not you're part of her downline or where you are in the organization, she's going to answer it. She's just all about helping people. Like she says, it's kind of one big giant family. So I'm going to unmute her just to say, what's up? Shannon, how you doing? Shannon, you there? Oh, can you talk? All right. Well, if you can chime in at any point, let us know, or send a chat message. But it's great to have you here. So, you know, guys, I know the call has gone a little long, but that's okay. And what I want to share with you is, as you guys have been talking, like, my head is just spinning with so much of the knowledge and information and systems that we want to provide for you. But it's going to be done in a way that's almost spoon-fed, because there's just so much to know and ways to build the business. And, you know, I've done a multitude of things in the past 6 years, but I think you're going to see as you go and you continue to learn that one of the biggest things you can do for yourself is the idea of, you know, Lasan touched upon it, personal development. Personal development is taking that time every day, you know, even if it's 10, 15 minutes a day, where you're not inviting people and you're not working out and doing all the other stuff we're supposed to do as coaches, but you're studying best practices and you're reading self-development books. And there's no shortage of recommendations that we'll be giving you on that. But just doing that personal development to say, okay, given the position I'm in and my circle of influence and my relation to the fitness industry, this is the path I'm going to go down in building my business. And you do that, and if it works, great. But if it doesn't, you go, nah, you know what? I'm going to go down this path. Like, there's just so many ways you can use these tools and systems you can create for yourself. And we're going to be sharing what's worked for us to help you guys be just as successful moving into the future. So, you know, with that, I think it's been a great introductory call. Here's what I would ask of you guys as we go week to week, because this is going to be a set weekly call that we do. I would love it if somehow, maybe, Christine, you can help systemize this. There's a way for you guys to give what you'd like to hear on the calls. You know, we can sit here and divulge information, but if we know specifically from you where you're getting stuck, or, gee, I wish I had this, you know. So the way I'd like to look at these calls every week is that, you know, we can bring another best of practices and maybe spend about 30 minutes covering some best of practices. But then the other 30 minutes can be spent on maybe one or two topics that you guys have asked for. And we just continue this week in and week out to continue with the growing process. So, you know, thumbs up if that works for you. Does that sound like a good plan? Yeah? Okay. All right.
John, so next week is the actual launch. So I don't know if we're going to do a call next week.
I know. I'm so bummed I can't be there. Like, I'm so excited for you guys. And I wish I could come over to the UK. I have a 6-month-old and a 3.5-year-old. So my hands are full. But I will get over there at some point.
We'll skip next week and do the following week. And I'll start just a document and just put in the comments things that you'd like to talk about for that call. If we don't get to them all, we'll do them at the next call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So many golden nuggets to share with you guys. You're going to be so excited. All right. So keep up the drive, keep up the passion. And it's great to meet all of you. I'm looking forward to this journey with you guys.
Thanks for joining us, everyone, tonight. I know it's late. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Have a great night. We'll see you. Bye.
Okay. Only 5:20. I know, isn't it crazy?
Yeah, but it's